Well, hey guys, it's Catherine. Last week I did some KISS cards, Keep It Simple Stamper, and I made 8 cards with the same stamps and supplies and made them in a Jiffy through mass production style. I am going to make some more today, and I dug back in the archives at Stamp Nation and I found a sketch that was inspiring, so I'm going to use that as my springboard. And you know, one thing that's so great about Stamp Nation is over time, as things get added, they're never deleted. So the site just grows and grows and becomes even more of an inspiration center than it was just a year ago. So if you haven't joined us, I hope you will. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. And with that, let's head over to the stamp table. The first thing we have to do is cut the cardstock. So I'm going to line it up at the 5.5 inch mark. This is an 8.5 by 11, and I'm scoring it at 5.5, which is half, and then I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4, which is half the other way. And then this gives me 4 card bases, and I've done this twice, so now I have 8 card bases, and then we want to make the layers. So we're going to make these. These are going to be a little short on the side, so I'm going to go 3 7/8. And then I'm going to cut them in half at 5.5. I've chosen the Bokeh Dots by Ellen Hudson, and any circle or shape stamp that you have will be fine. I'm going to use Butter Bar, Tide Pool, and this great Rosebud by Memento. I'm going to start with the biggest stamp first. If you don't have circle stamps, you can use any shape. You can use stars, you can use hearts. You can even turn a circle-ish stamp over and use the other side. A lot of times there are shapes that you can use, so try that out. All right, now I'm going to use the Tide Pool. And we'll fill in with the Rosebud. And usually when I'm doing KISS cards, I do one step at a time. I go yellow, yellow, yellow. So actually I'm gonna grab another. So yellow, 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 and then blue, 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 and pink, pink, pink. It's really easy to stamp a whole lot of cards at once if you do it that way. Excuse me. Kenley's a little excited right now. Probably someone's coming home. Now this design is really super simple, and it lends itself to all sorts of really cool color combinations, so don't be afraid to experiment and play. And you can stamp them overlapped like that if you want, or not overlapped. Now I have all of my layers stamped. I'm going to set those aside, and I decided to grab this My Favorite Things pack of patterned paper. It's just chevron patterns in all different colors. So I'm going to just cut a sliver off. I chose a couple coordinating colors so I can do them in different color options. So that's 3, 6, 8. I just realized I haven't shown you the sketch. So this is from Stamp Nation, and here's the sketch. So instead of doing the lines down the side, I'm doing the stamping. And then this little piece, you can either punch out a circle and do a greeting across there on a little banner, just like it's shown, or you can tweak it up, and we're gonna do that on these cards. So I have my card bases, and I have my little strips of paper. So it's easiest when doing a bunch of cards at once to do them assembly line style. I think I already said that. So I'm going to do glue, 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 and then adhere them down. It's just quicker and easier to do several of them on one step at a time instead of picking up your glue, putting it down, picking it up, putting it down. Oh, well, good grief. Did you guys notice that I forgot to cut these down at the top? They are 6 inches tall. So this is a 6 by 6 pad. So hello, need to trim those down. I forgot to. Now I've got these darling card bases. What am I gonna do now? These are gonna be so cute right on top. So if I wanted to do it really simple, I would just do a big, probably a big thank you here. And I am making thank you notes because you know I am on a mission, but I could not help but take this HB2U stamp from the January Stamp of Approval collection. It will be available very soon. I couldn't help. Isn't that perfection? I am loving it. I don't have a big thank you like that. Note to self, maybe I need to get one. But doesn't this look great? It's simple and it's adorable. You could even finish it off with some sequins as well. My sequins are at a friend's house and they've been there for weeks. I need to get them back, so no sequins for me. Now I'm perusing my stamp sets and I'm whipping this one out. I haven't used it in a while. Frankly, my dear, and there's all these different fun little sentiments that go with it. This stamp set cracks me up. And you may know that Michelle, the owner and designer of Casual Fridays stamps, is a very dear friend of mine. And this is actually the stamp set that kicked off our friendship. I remember seeing it and just hollering and hooting, laughing and emailing her and telling her how brilliant I thought she was. And that was that. We became dear friends after that. So, oh, there we go. I don't know. Since I'm using my Misty, I'm going to give it 2 stamps just for good measure. Make it nice and crisp and dark. Look at how adorable that is. Oh my goodness. I think this stamp is perfect for this. Yay! I'll do 2. I think I'm going to do 2, and then I'll switch out the greeting because I want to show you guys different ways to dress this card layout up. I decided I can't resist. I have to do one more. Frankly, my dear, I just can't thank you enough. I'm absolutely loving how these 2 stamp sets go together and the colors, and gosh, I may need to make more than 8. I think this is totally floating my boat right here. I've set all my layers aside. I'm going to finish assembling in just a bit, but I wanted to do some die cutting. I'm going to do 2 of these cards, just kind of brought up a little notch, a little bit more layering and embellishing. So I'm cutting out a tag die. This one is from the Friendship Collection, the very first Stamp of Approval. I cut out 2 at once. This didn't quite go through all the way, so I'll either cut it, I may just recut it. And then I have my little U dies, and this is from the most recent Stamp of Approval collection. I've got my 2 little tags and my U dies, and I'm grabbing the All About You stamp set that goes with the U die cuts, and I have a thank. So I'm going to do thank you on these darling little tags. And then I have black and white twine. When I use twine right now, my favorite is black and white. It goes with everything pretty much. And you know, I'm into the black and white with the geometric and some splashes of color. So black and white twine is just really versatile. So it's a great thing to have in your stash. So we'll just loop it through and then grab the ends and pull those through. You may want to give a little trim to the ends if they're too long. I'm going to add a little liquid glue to the die cuts and adhere those right to the tags. Dot, dot, not a lot. I wasn't paying so much attention to that earlier and I had glue all over my fingers. Now I'm going to set these aside for a minute while I work on adhering all of my card layers to the base. Now I'm going to just do this quick and easy and just do some liquid glue on here. You could use dimensional adhesive and pop the layers up. That would look awesome. And you can leave a little sliver on the edge like that. Just a little sliver right there. Or you can bring the layer all the way to the edge and line it up. Now this tag I definitely want popping up, so give that a little dimension, and you can go either cattywampus like that, or maybe you want to do it straight on, hanging over the edge just a little bit to add a little bit of fun. Now those U dies have little stars and hearts, so if you want to add a couple of those on there for some extra fun. So I'm kind of in love with these with the tag. And then here's the one with happy birthday. I did end up scrounging up a few sequins, thank goodness, because I think this card really needs it. I think some in another size would be really cute too. Or clear. I tend to lean toward clear. Sometimes I get stuck in a rut with them. So, this is pushing me outside that rut and making me use a different color other than clear. So I will continue stamping. After this, I'm going to make another set of cards for Stamp Nation using the same sketch. Right now, I have no idea what I'm going to do. So your guess is as good as mine. So if you're not a member yet, be sure to hop over there and check it out. Let me grab the other ones. So these are all the ones I just did. That was super fun. So glad you guys were here and you joined me. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I'll see you soon.